Hello everybody, I'm Xander here, and today we are back with another tier list video. It's been a little bit, but it's the holiday season. Happy holidays. And today we're going to be tier listing or ranking Christmas movies, specials, and shorts. Like all these tier list videos, I'm basically just taking advantage of, what tier lists someone already made, which is a little lazy, but it's easy, easy enough. But regardless of that, we're gonna look at these and rank them. I haven't seen all of these, but we will definitely be ranking them. I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year, and I love Christmas movies. Um, so this should be very fun. But before that, make sure to like this video and maybe by the end of it, comment what your favorite Christmas movie is, or just holiday movie in general. Okay, so we're going to start off with the beginning. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Very much a favorite. Part of the, Chevy Chase family series, basically. It's the National Lampoon series, but well, it's the Vacation series because National Lampoon's like its own sort of label. Because there's also those other movies like Animal House or Van Wilder. So yeah, it's just the Vacation series. This is the one that I watch the most. I don't really watch the other Vacation movies because this one is just special to me. Chaotic fun. Don't care if Chevy Chase is an asshole because he very much is, and I hate him. But I love this movie. So it's going to be A for now. I shouldn't have moved too fast, but yeah, now we're ranking The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The classic animated short from 1966, I believe. We're going to put that in S tier because how can you not? It's classic. It's very short, unlike some other Grinch movies. And next up, we got The Santa Claus from 1998, I think, with Tim Allen. The one where he basically murders Santa and takes on the role while also dealing with his divorce. Yeah, I'm going to put it in B. It's not my favorite one, especially because of just how uncomfortable it kind of is, just like this divorce part of the plot, and everyone thinks Tim Allen is nuts because he's turning into Santa Claus, which, I guess is fair that they think he's nuts, but it's still uncomfortable. Mixing in this whole divorce thing and, a kid being involved. So I'm going to put that in B for now. Ernest Saves Christmas. I have not seen that. And because this tier list does not have like a special slot for anything that anyone hasn't seen, I am just going to leave any movie or short that I haven't seen where it is. Love Actually, I have also not seen that. My family loves it, but I have not seen it. By my family, I mean my parents and my grandmother, who watch it every year, but I have not seen it myself. I know Alan Rickman and Hugh Grant and oh god, what's his name? Rick Grimes. What was his name? Fuck, it's escaped me. But yeah, Rick Grimes is in the movie too. Okay, we got The Christmas Story, which I have seen. Or A Christmas Story, you know what I mean. I'm gonna put it in A. It's not my all-time favorite Christmas movie, but I like it. And if I like the sequel more, by the sequel I mean the new sequel, not the one with Daniel Stern from like 2012 or something. Okay. It's a Wonderful Life. I've also not seen that, surprisingly. I feel like Batman right now. I've never seen it, ever. I have seen Elf, though, from 2015, free, I think. Um, fuck it, I'm putting in C. That is not my favorite one. I have only seen it recently. By that I mean, I think, yeah, it was last year. Because I ended up watching it with someone, and I didn't intend for that to be the movie, but it was just something that happened. So that's the only reason I watched it with someone recently. And it's not the worst thing ever, it's just kind of annoying. I enjoy Will Ferrell stuff. This was kind of where it's like his, traditional screaming, yelling, everything to be funny. And it didn't work here. But there's some cool stuff, some good stuff, like James Caan as the dad, who just plays perfectly as this guy who is wondering what the fuck is going on. Because this insane, guy in an elf costume just shows up and says that he's his son. It's fun. That's funny. And Peter Dinklage is in it, which is also funny. Okay, we got Christmas Carol, which is obviously a very more classic version, which I don't think I've seen, but I've seen the Muppet Christmas Carol, which I will put in A because it is pretty classic. I mean, you got the Muppets and you got Michael Caine as Scrooge. And you got Jingle All the Way, which we're putting in C as well. Another kind of thing of being a little annoying. I used to love it when I was a kid. Now it's just kind of like, mostly because of the fact that it's just so unfun to watch. Because it's all just about getting this kid a toy, this special toy, and it's kind of like a very not entirely pleasant just romp through what basically the holidays do look like, or at least used to look like, with all the crowds and stuff. So I just don't like that. Home Alone, like, of course you gotta put Home Alone in A. Okay, I do kind of want to actually filter these a bit. I don't want to just have them randomly tossed around. So let's say that's what this kind of looks like right now. So there we go. Gremlins, which is a Christmas movie. Another classic one. It's kind of like a Christmas horror film, but for families. And I'm going to put that in A tier as well. Classic. Nightmare Before Christmas, which, this is a hard one because I'm not a huge fan of the movie, as in I don't watch it too often, but I do recognize the effort put into it and the impact the movie made. So that's a tough one. I think like A Christmas Story, it's it's on A because it's a well put together movie, and I like most of the parts of it, but it's not my all time favorite. So I'll do the same for Nightmare Before Christmas. Holiday Inn, or Irving Berlin's Holiday Inn. I have not seen that, but I do know this guy made White Christmas, which is probably somewhere down here. Um, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Home Alone. I have seen this, and it's a piece of shit. So it's going in D. Fuck you. Like, the worst Home Alone movie, which is saying something. It's like such a terrible idea to just have the burglars, because that's the whole thing. Every movie, there's some burglars trying to rob the house. And in this case, they're just a couple trying to financially support themselves, and it's like you almost feel bad for them, but they're also breaking a house, so it's kind of like, what? And this like little British kid, because he's British for some reason, is just so annoying. and just beating the shit out of him. And I don't fault the kid for in any of these kinds of movies. I don't fault the kid for any of this because in this case he's a good actor because I saw him in other stuff like Jojo Rabbit. In this case, he's just oh. So yeah, no. D. Heart for Christmas is next. The classic one. I have not seen this in a while. I'm gonna put it in A though, because I do remember liking it, but I also know everyone else loves it. So there we go. And next is Miracle on 34th Street. I love this movie. I'm gonna actually put an S tier. If you haven't seen this, it's about a man who seemingly is Santa Claus, who helps out a little bit with the shit. Sorry, the Macy's Thanksgiving parade, and ends up working for Macy's as a Santa Claus, and everyone starts wondering if he is Santa because he adamantly tells people that he's Santa Claus, while everyone else is pretty much thinking that he's insane. That's a weird premise, but it is a great movie. Like one of my favorite Christmas movies from this era, like live action Christmas movies from this era, where not too many big things are happening. I enjoy it. Now we got Jim Carrey / Robert Zemeckis' Christmas Carol. I've also seen this. The kind of 3D motion capture Christmas movie. I haven't seen it in a while. Like, really, the last time I saw it was. I mean, it was probably somewhere on TV, but I do remember seeing it in the theater back in the day. It's tough to say because it's like, yeah, that's not my favorite, but I don't know if it's along the lines of Elf or Jingle All the Way. So I'll put it in B. Give Santa Claus some company. It's just not my favorite. Die Hard, though. Christmas classic, and it is a Christmas movie. Bite me. S tier, motherfucker. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. Die Hard. You just can't go wrong with Die Hard. Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman, God rest his soul, and Bonnie Bedelia. All great. Scrooged, another Christmas Carol adaptation, but in the modern day with Bill Murray. I'm gonna put this in A tier because it's pretty good. Not like all-time favorite, but I enjoy it enough. It's surprisingly dark, but it's got some good moments, more hearted moments. But yeah, it's pretty damn dark. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. This is a recent favorite of mine. I will put it in A. It's not like the greatest, but I really loved it. And I'm glad, James Gunn worked on this because I feel like, well, I don't know if anyone would come up with this idea other than him, maybe. But also, I don't know if many people could pull this off like him, unlike him. So, yeah, I just love it. Like, Kevin Bacon just being there and eventually singing some Christmas tunes for the different people of the galaxy. Just some fun stuff. An Almost Christmas Story. I have come across this on Disney Plus. I haven't watched it. It should be good, I'm sure, but I haven't watched it, unfortunately. But let me know if it is good if you've watched it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, you can't go wrong. I'm going to put it in A, kind of at the back, because it's classic, but just nothing that I'm gonna fall head over heels for. Noelle, another thing that I know exists but never watched, with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. Yeah, I haven't watched that. Okay. Babes in Toyland, haven't watched that. The Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, haven't watched that, but I know a lot of people do like these Lego Star Wars fans because they're actually kind of funny and well written. Claws, have seen them. Also really good. So put it next to another Santa related movie. Okay, moving on. Frosty the Snowman. Another classic. Not my favorite classic Christmas cartoon compared to Rudolph. So I'll put it in B, but I will put it like, above these two. White Christmas. Just mentioned it, and it's a new favorite of mine because I have not actually seen it until recently, where I watched it in the theater. Well, after they re-released it, which was pretty damn cool. Um, like I said, it was made by yeah, that's right, Irving Berlin, who made Holiday Inn, and it's a movie in VistaVision, which is something that they made that was meant to be like a wider screen movie with bold colors. So that's interesting. It was like also brought up in like the beginning thing where film critic Leonard Maltin like talked about the movie for a bit, which is kind of cool. Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted Christmas. Okay, this I'm putting this in B, not because it's really good, but because it's kind of fun just to just watch. Again, it's not a good movie. It's so to explain it, it's basically a prequel, kind of, to Beauty and the Beast. It's in between the first movie, so it's like between after a Beast saves Belle from like the wolves at that one point, and then between that and before uh, Gaston storms the castle. It's a really weird, not only a weird movie, but also a weird place to put a movie. A weird excuse to make a movie like this, exactly, to be fair. But the premise is that, everyone's telling the story clearly not too long after the first movie's events, but it's Christmas time. They're telling the story of how, Belle brought Christmas back to the castle because, Beast hasn't, really done Christmas because that was the day he was turned into a beast by the witch or whoever turned him into a beast. So he's all grumpy about that, but she wants to bring Christmas back. So she does that, but who doesn't want her to do that, really doesn't want her to do that? Tim Curry as a organ who wants to keep Beast depressed so he can, play his music for him because he's an organ. And then, he also has his little henchman who's like a flute played by Paul Rubens to kind of help sabotage things. It's really weird. It's really weird. But I kind of love it. It's so stupid. I love it, man. Okay. The Simpsons Christmas special. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh, there's some that I want to count so bad, but I gotta keep going in order. Polar Express, which I'm gonna put in C, above Elf because it's not as annoying. It's just for one, it's another awkward use of motion capture, and it's by the same person, the same studio too. And of course, the big thing about it is that Tom Hanks not only plays the conductor, but he also motion captures literally every character. And apparently, he was gonna voice all of them before, Zemeckis was like, "Hey, you're overworking yourself, Tom. Like, dial it back a bit." It's just a weird movie, really weird. Not only that, and the animation's odd, but there's just some stuff I don't like more than stuff I think's weird, like the train kid, voiced by Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory, and the Santa stuff or the North Pole stuff. Mostly because it's so drawn out that it gets in the way of the movie, like so much. Like you could have cut most of it out and just had them go to Santa. So yeah, I don't like it that much. Okay, to the thing that I really want to count, Christmas with the Joker, the Batman the Animated Series episode from like 1992, I think, and it's going in S tier, baby. I just love it. Say it's nostalgia, but I love it. Like Joker just hijacking Christmas. It's just funny. I love it, and I've forgotten to watch that episode, but I'm gonna go watch it, even if Christmas Eve and Christmas Day have passed. I don't care. Speaking of Batman, we got Batman Returns. I haven't seen this movie in a while. I'm gonna put it in bottom A because everyone loves it. It's honestly not my favorite Batman movie. It's obviously above, some of the other Batman movies that aren't good, but it's not my favorite. I think it is kind of like because of the problem that parents had with the movie back in the day. It was how fucking dark it was, but it didn't feel as like you know needed or like it really worked like with the Dark Knight or the Batman. It just felt like just some pointless shit. Danny DeVito, of course, is cool as Penguin. It's awesome seeing him in that role. It's just a weird role in places. Like, the movie has a problem with, like, how it wants to portray him. Because there's points where it's, like, trying to make you feel sympathetic to him, especially at the end. But a lot of the time, he's just kind of a monster. And it doesn't feel like it, goes together like it should, like it could for other villains. It just doesn't work. It doesn't help also with this movie that it really goes into Batman murdering people, kind of like the first Tim Burton Batman movie, where in this one he sets a dude on fire with his fucking Batmobile exhaust. And then he also straps a bomb to a guy, smiles, and then punches him down into a shaft and he explodes. Like, I don't want to perpetuate the argument of whether Batman should kill, but fuck you. He shouldn't kill. This is definitely a reason why, at least in terms of looking at it, because he looks like a psychopath. But enough of a rant. This is a Christmas thing. Jim Carrey's The Grinch. You're gonna hate me for this, but I'm putting it in C. Above Elf still, but I don't like it that much. It's also just a thing of tones clashing, like with Batman Returns. Okay, I'm putting Batman Returns in B, because I talked enough shit that I might as well just put it in B. But yeah, Jim Carrey's The Grinch is just not that good to me. It does way too much to kind of just go against the original story, giving him a backstory, having the Who's be really materialistic assholes. it just doesn't work too well. I get that there's still a lesson to be learned by the end, but there was something really impactful about the original where everyone just knew the meaning of Christmas, and the Grinch just needed to understand that. But it just, I mean, I give props to the people who made it, and Jim Carrey because he went through a lot to actually be able to act in that suit without going insane. So I'll give him that. It's just not my favorite. Is it better than the Illumination Grinch? Sure, in places, but yeah, no, I don't know. Okay, Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm pretty sure I've seen this short before, but I do not remember it. So forgive me if I ignore it. Let's move on to Mickey's Christmas Carol. Lots of Christmas carols. And of course, I gotta put it in A tier because it's a classic. Just something nice about putting Scrooge McDuck in a Christmas Carol as a Ebenezer Scrooge. Like how can you not love that? All right. Oh, that's a like Silly Symphonies cartoon around Christmas. I don't think I've watched it. I don't know. There's Prep and Landing, which I have seen. I just don't remember that much, but I'll put it in B tier just because, but I don't remember that much. Okay, Christmas Prince from Netflix. I have never seen that. I did watch a lot of Hallmark quality Christmas movies this month, so I did a bit of that, but I haven't watched this one. So nope. That's The Snow Day. Never seen that. The Doctor Who Christmas Invasion. Haven't seen that, but probably good because it's got David Tennant in it. Edward Scissorhands. I kind of forgot that's Christmas, but it is probably Christmas. I will put it in A because it is a good movie. I love Edward Scissorhands. Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder, just incredible. Charlie Brown Christmas. Again, how can you not love such classics? Okay, we should probably do a little better ranking here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, what's next? Pluto's Christmas Tree. I don't think I've seen that. The Snowman I have seen. I've seen that and the Iron Brew parody of it from back in the day. I mean, I'll put it in A. Why not? Okay, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Another one that I've also seen. Another classic with Mickey Mouse. This one's more of like a anthology with the Mickey Mouse characters. So it's not really like Christmas Carol. I know it's not on here, but there is like the Twice Upon a Christmas, which isn't as good, but I remember it a lot. Shrek, The Halls. I don't think I've seen that. And then Invader Zim episode. Garfield Christmas, I have seen that. Put that in. I'll put it in B or lower A. Why not? The Star Wars Holiday Special, which is going straight in D, but somehow is not as bad as Home Sweet Home Alone. That special is so bad, but it's astonishing how bad it is that you almost have to love it. It's just fascinating. Is it better than anything recently Star Wars that's bad? No. It's not better. It's still fucking bad. But there's a fun, bad aspect to it, but just not enough to go any higher than D. It's Toy Story That Time Forgot. I guess that's a Christmas special. I remember the short, but I don't remember it being Christmas. I'll put it in B. Why not? Okay, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas. Clearly the new like Disney Plus version with animation instead of live action. I have not watched that. Or Sonic Christmas Blast. Interesting. And that was the tier list. All the entries. I kind of wish there was more, but I understand. I can't have everything. So here is my tier list. My final tier list. No Home Alone 2, surprisingly. But Home Sweet Home Alone, why the fuck? Why? I just noticed that. Why? Okay, final ranking. Let's see. I'm putting Home Alone in S just because the second one isn't here. Let's see. What else do I want to do? And I think that's it. And of course, these are all the movies and specials I haven't seen yet. So there you go. All of my rankings. And there you have it. Hope you liked this tier list. Again, let me know what your favorite Christmas movies / specials are. These are basically my favorites on S tier. Die Hard, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Home Alone, Christmas with the Joker from Batman the Animated Series, and Miracle on 34th Street from, I think it's like the mid to late 40s is when that came out. Not the remake from like the 90s. And there you go. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Happy holidays. Hope you had a good one like I have. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.